$1,500 bucks. I'm not gonna mention the guy's name, but he called me up one day and he's like, "Hey man, I got a washer sitting outside my house at scrap metal. You want to come get it?" "Sure, man. I'll be out there tomorrow." So I show up to his house. It's actually his parents' house, and I pick up the old wash machine. And as I call him on the phone because he wasn't there, I was like, "Hey man, what's this old truck doing and sitting out in the pasture?" He said, "Well, it's my brother-in-law's." I said, "You think you want to sell it?" "Probably not." I said, "Well, how come?" Well, it was his dad's truck, apparently. It was his brother-in-law's dad's truck. And so after a few texts back and forth from him and his brother-in-law, I finally get the guy's number and I text him. I was like, "So what do you want for the truck?" He's like, "Well, you give me an offer." And I'm like, "No, dude, I'm not going to give you an offer. I don't want to insult you. Just tell me a price." He said, "No, you give me an offer." I said, "Fine, but if I insult you, give me another chance." He said, "No problem." So I messaged him back and I said, "All right, $1,500 bucks." Not thinking this dude would go for it at all. But he's like, "That seems fair." My wife said that's cool too. $1,500 bucks it is. I was like, "Fuck yeah." So went and got the money, paid for the truck. About a month later, I came up with more money to put it in the transmission shop. It's got a 350 turbo transmission. They completely rebuilt it from top to bottom. They put a shift kit in it and 2500 stall converter. So, I mean, beforehand, the transmission didn't work at all. You could put it in any gear, it wouldn't do squat. But to get the motor running, I put a neutral safety switch, new starter, plugs, wires, and a HEI distributor. I got rid of the points system. Why? Because fuck points. Points suck. Well, now here we are, driving some bitch down the road. Runs like a top. Heat gauge works. All the thermostats and gauges seems to work. We're running about 30 miles an hour. What you got? Focus on me. But, yep, next stop, taking it to the motor shop. They're gonna pull the motor out, completely rebuild it from top to bottom. They're putting a stage 2 racing cam in it. And they quoted that for $3,250. The guy said it would probably be less than $3,250. So I'm coming at him with $5,000 and I'm gonna hand him the money and be like, "All right, I want everything you can put in this truck for $5,000 and make it faster, but I want it to run off pump gas." So, yeah. Hopefully that'll be done pretty quick. I should have it in the shop at the end of this month or the first or second week of next month. You can kill the video now.